Good evening. Good evening, ma'am.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. How are you?
Ma'am, fine.
Okay.
Also, ma'am.
If you are coming, Bhavesh will not come. If Bhavesh is coming, you're not coming. Okay, how was your test? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I am not given.
Am I audible? Yeah. How was your test? GT test? Yeah, I know you have not given. That's why I asked this question. Why?
Ma'am,
Why,
I
dear?
don't.
Why have not given?
One
You don't know?
Yes, ma'am.
Why? Why did the classes also, right? Some of the classes you didn't attend also before.
Ma'am, because my parents out of station.
Okay, fine. So how will you cope up with that lesson? Like with the chapter, we have almost completed the like thing 1/3 of the chapter. So did you read the book? Did you go through the book, or you want me to conduct some classes for you?
Okay, ma'am.
Will you cope up?
Yes.
You will cope up, right?
Yes.
So we will do a thing. We'll have a live test. Like I was about to conduct this to 7th standard. Like this test will be live in the class. Okay, we will conduct that kind of test so that we will understand how much you are getting the concept, like you know till now. Okay, so for that test, I will tell you when is the test. You can prepare the time. Okay. Hello, Anit. I think some internet issues. Hello. 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 Your voice is breaking. Am I audible now? Internet issues with from your side or my side? You're muted.
From your side.
Ma'am, your side.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, let me see. Now can you hear me properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll go to the class. So we will discuss the questions. Okay, we will discuss the questions of the test because you will get an idea. So yeah, you have not attended the test, but it's okay. We will at least we will have the idea of the test, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. I'll share my screen. I hope you can see the screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you see the first question? How can you effectively separate iron filling from sand in a mixture?
None.
Ma'am.
Can you see the question?
Yes, ma'am.
The answer is there, like that green color one is the answer, but can you guess the answer? Like, can you relate it that how can you effectively separate iron fillings from sand? The answer is using magnets. You know the reason, right? How can we separate?
For iron
Yes.
resistance.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, somebody is helping you. Which of these mixtures
Yes,
can
ma'am.
be separated? Second, you see the second question. Which of these mixtures can be separated? The answer is only three: milk and water, sand and salt, oil and water. See, the direct question is like you can separate oil and water also, and you can separate sand and salt also. But you know, Bhavesh has not given right answer for this question because according in the class, I have told him like I have not taken him how to separate oil and water. That with the help of decantation we can do that. Okay, I didn't teach him. Okay, but I just gave an idea, like you can separate oil and water also. I just gave the idea in the class, but he thought like he gave the wrong answer actually. But I asked him in the point of view like directly, like you with the help of hand picking or easy method to separate his iron fillings and sugar, right? With the iron filling and sugar, you can separate them with the help of magnets. See, today in today's class, we will see how to separate oil and water also. We will see how to separate sand and salt also. Okay. So you can actually the answer for this like 2, 3, and 4. All of them can be separated. But I have asked him in the class point of view. Whatever I taught him in the class, I asked in that point of view, has given the wrong answer actually. Can we obtain butter by churning milk? What's your answer? Here it's true.
I'm true.
True. Do you know what is mean by churning?
Ma'am, charity soon.
Churning milk. To be more precise, churning milk. What do you mean by churning milk?
Thing getting
Churning in the sense like today after this class you go and ask your mother. You know that we can get butter by churning the milk. Churning in a sense like you have something like this. I'll show you that stick. Sure. See, something like this you will have. Yeah. Can you see this? You will see
yes,
in you can you see, have you seen this in your home?
yes, ma'am.
Have you yeah, this one. See? If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
do if you prolong this process of churning like this, the milk, then eventually you will get butter. Okay, that is the one of the old process by which our ancestors used to get butter from the by churning them. Like that, if you go for a long time, you will get the butter eventually. Okay. So that was my question. Like, can we obtain butter by churning milk? The answer is true. So method of dash can be used by separating slightly larger impurities like piece of dirt, stone, husk from wheat, rice, or pulse. So this one, like we had discussed this in last class, like method of hand picking, sieving, and plowing is like not related to this, right? What is hand picking? Do you know what is hand picking method? Do you know what is? Am I audible? Do you know what is hand picking method?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you explain me what is hand picking? Yeah, it's if it is wrong also fine because you were not there in the class. So I'm just asking you to guess it. Can you guess it?
No, ma'am.
See, hand picking is very easy. With the help of word hand picking only, you can define this term. You know, whenever you can separate certain things with the only with the help of your hand. Okay. For example, I'm giving you the mixture of I'm giving you a bowl. In the bowl, you have some vegetables and fruits. I'm asking you to separate them into two categories, fruits and vegetables. How will you do? Simply, you will see that You will pick it from your hand, you will separate the fruits and vegetables into two different parts. I mean, the two different categories. How you are doing? Simply by hand, right? So whenever you can do the separation simply with the help of your hand by picking them and categorizing them into two different or three different or four different categories simply with the help of your hand. No need any big process or no need any big things, big properties to separate. Just with the help of your hand, if you can separate some things, then you can simply call them hand picking. But when can you do hand picking? When the nature of the object is somewhat big, right? So if I'm telling you separate the sand from soil, sorry, sand from salt, can you do with the help of your hand? Can you pick the salt and put it in the separate container? Can you separate salt and sand with the help of your hand?
No, ma'am.
Just with the help of no, you need some things you need. Okay, some things, some process is required, something is required. If I'm telling you separate oil from the water, can you do with only with the help of your hand? No.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? But if I'm telling you some fruits from vegetables, I'm giving you a bowl, separate the fruits from vegetables. If I'm telling,
Yes, ma'am.
so that is the definition that you have in this. Okay. The method of dash that hand picking can be used for separating slightly lodged impurities like piece of dirt, stone, husk from wheat. So if I'm giving you rice bowl, some bowl of rice, raw rice, like not boiled one. Okay, rice, stones are there in that. I am asking you to separate the stones. You can easily separate. Stones will be big, large in size. You can pick them from the rice and separate, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, am I audible? Are you listening?
Yes,
Are you
ma'am.
listening? What's
Yes,
I
ma'am.
forgot your name. What is your name?
I'm Tani.
Tani. Okay, okay, fine. So this is the fifth question. You might have eaten salted dhalia or poha, right? If you found that it had chilies in it, you may have carefully taken them before eating. So this process is called separation. Like simple example of separation. Why I had given this thing is because this line is there in your NCRT book. So that like it's direct line from your NCRT book. So this will be helpful for you in exams also. What is separation? Simple definition of separation. Whenever you need to separate some things, whenever there is a need, then only separation will be there. In this situation, you are eating something very good, delicious food. Some chilies are coming in between. That is a disturbance, right? You don't want to eat chilies. So you pick the chilies from the food and keep it aside. This is a simple separation we are doing in day-to-day life, right? That is the definition of separation. See, how would you separate mangoes from guavas if they are mixed together in a basket?
I'm hand picking.
Hand picking. So why it's hand picking? Why not its other options?
1 minute, ma'am.
Mhm.
Ma'am, because guava can be touched.
Guava can
Ma'am,
be
can be touched.
can be like because it can be touched, so that you are doing it with the help of hand picking method. Okay, fine. Yes, that is right actually. You can see the mangoes and guavas, they are large in size. You can easily pick them with your hand and separate them into two different things. You don't want any big such process to separate them. If you're given a mixture of salt and sand, what method would be suitable to separate them? So this is evaporation. Actually, we have not discussed evaporation in the class, but actually Bhavesh has given a right answer. See, because I have discussed this process in the class, I have given this as an activity. See, you take a glass. Okay, you take a glass, you put salt and sand in that. Okay, and I am mixing it with the help of water. After some particular time, you will observe that salt has been completely dissolved in the water, right? Salt has been completely dissolved in the water, but sand will be there. Sand particles will be there, but salt will be dissolved. So now how to separate them? Now, if you heat that till the water gets completely evaporated, if you heat, thus you separated sand and salt, right? Right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the hot question, HOT question, higher order thinking question. So, what method is used to separate tea leaves from liquid while preparing tea? Is training. So, have you ever saw preparing tea in your home?
Yes, ma'am.
So, how do they prepare after preparing tea? We don't eat the tea leaves or strains of the tea. We only drink the tea, right? Whatever the
Yes,
sediments that are there, we filter it out. We take it out. So that process is straining. You can say filtering. Filtering is the formal word, or straining is the word. Okay. And this I don't know, by mistake, like I have given an image. I given this image only. That the image that is in your book. I have given the image that is in your book. This image I have given him. I think so. This churning, but that is not a god proper. Some error god. So he has given no idea there. So actually, I have given this image. What is this image? What is this image?
ma'am, he churning milk.
Yes, I have given that only to him actually. I have given churning. Okay. So, which of the following best describe the primary reason for separating substances? This is actually, this line is there in your NCRT book. What is the main purpose of separation? In each and every separation, we see some substances useful, some substance will not be useful. Either separated substances will be useful or separated substance will not be useful, will be thrown as waste. In some cases, both will be useful. Can you give me best example, like where both are useful? For example, you're straining tea. After preparing tea, we can throw the strains of the tea, but still the tea powder, the tea strains can be used as a natural manure. Do you know that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know that the tea strains can be used as a natural manure, right? They can be used as a natural manure. If you have some plant at home, after straining the tea strains can be put into the plant, put in the roots of the plant, so that it will act as a great natural manure. So basically, what is the primary reason for separating the substances? To remove harmful or non-useful substances. That is a basic thing. Okay, now we'll go to the PPT. Hope you can see my screen, right? 1 second, be there, right? Can you see the screen? Rina, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Why did you turn off your video?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, 1 minute. How are you?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Are you understanding whatever we are talking in the class?
Yes,
Are you understanding? Yes, right?
yes.
Okay. So today actually it's lecture 4, separation of substance. We have already completed 3 lectures. If you have any doubt, you're always free to ask me. Okay, whenever you message me, I'll reply you. Or you can also ask me in the classes or whenever you want, because 3 lectures you have missed it. So all the 3 are very important. We have discussed about winnowing, sieving today we'll discuss winnowing. Like we discussed some good process. So I'm asking you to read those things. They're very important. And we will also have an in-class quiz, live quiz, right? Not like the Sunday one. We will have a live quiz in the class. Okay. I'll
Okay, ma'am.
say that once Bhavesh also comes. So today we will see also till yesterday class we have seen the normal winnowing process and all. Okay, threshing, winnowing, these two process we saw. So today we will continue with sieving, sedimentation, decantation, and filtration. Okay, and I'll tell you, see, Bhavesh has listened the class good. There is no point like, but there is some point like in the examination I felt like he got uh no he got like he could not find the difference, he got confused. So it's very important to read your book after the class immediately. Whatever we are seeing in the class, go read the book immediately after the class, right? So
Yes.
sieving. So what is sieving? What is sieving? Sieving is a process, very simple process, day to day life. Have you ever saw your mom taking the floor in a kind of like in a kind of bowl, and she'll be doing like this so that the floor will come down and the dust particles will remain on that sieve only. Have you ever
Yes.
seen that? Have you seen that?
Yes, ma'am.
That is simply sieving. See, bring a sieve, and this is what I told
Ma'am,
you now.
sieving.
Yeah,
Ex-
have you seen in your home mom doing this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is a simple process of sieving. Bring a sieve. So what is sieve? The bowl, the green color bowl that you're seeing, no? With from which your mom will do the sieving. That is sieve. That the name of that kit is sieve. Okay. Bring a sieve and a small quantity of flour from home. You can take wheat flour, maida flour, anything to the class. Okay. You can do this activity if you know. You can do now, or like if you prefer, you can do after this class. Okay. Sieve the
Yes.
floor to separate any. So if you do like the small little bit, if you shake, you will observe the floor is coming down.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine particle of floor is coming down, right? And after few hours or few minutes, if you see, the dust particles will remain in the sieve itself. Only the floor particles would have come down, right? So sieve the floor to separate the impurities. So that, by which the sorry, with that method we separate the sieve and the floor, sorry, the dust particles and the floor, right? Now make a fine powder of chalk piece. See, now listen. Now the next question is, make a fine powder of chalk pieces. Okay, take the chalk pieces, make it, grind them, make it fine pieces. And you now mix with the flour. Okay. Before it was like some small stone particles would have been there in the wheat, some dust particles would be there in the wheat. Okay. We with the help of sieving process, we have filtered out the wheat or the flour from the dust particles. Now I'm telling you, take fine chalk piece powder and mix that with your wheat flour. Wheat flour will also be white, chalk powder will also be white, right? Mix them both. Can we separate the flour and the powdered chalk by sieving now? Can we separate?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we separate?
Yes, ma'am.
What can we separate?
Ma'am, what?
I asked you some question, right?
Ma'am, please tell me again.
Can we? So I was explaining you about sieving method. So I asked you whether have you seen the method sieving in your home? Okay, your mom doing it or not? And I told you to take flour in the sieve in the bowl, like a green color sieve bowl, and try to separate them. When you separate, the flour will come down. Impurities
Yes,
will
ma'am.
be stuck on the floor sieve only, right? So
Yes.
now I'm asking you, can we do this if I mix the chalk powder? If I mix the chalk powder into the flour,
Yes, ma'am.
and now if I'm asking you, can we separate them with the help of sieving? Can we do that? What? Can we do that?
Yes, ma'am.
We can do that.
Okay.
I'm asking you, can we separate the flour and the chalk powder?
Ma'am, your voice is not
I'm
audible.
asking you. Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm asking you the question dear. I'm asking your opinion. What do you think? Can we separate the flour and the powdered chalk by
Yes.
sieving method? We can separate. Your point is like we can separate.
Okay, ma'am.
So now do you have chalk pieces in your home?
Yes, ma'am.
And any flour, wheat flour, maida flour, any flour do you have?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have the sieve bowl? Green color one
Yes, ma'am.
sieve bowl. Take all the
No.
three and come.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
मैम बट ग्रीन कलर का तो नहीं है.
You don't have a sieving thing in your home?
Yes, ma'am. है.
You don't have.
Yes.
You don't have or you have?
Yes, ma'am. have.
You have.
Yes, ma'am.
Then have you taken all the three? Chalk powder, wheat flour or rice flour or maida flour or the sieving bowl?
Yes, ma'am.
That I think you are clear, right? Your the sieving bowl, how it looks, you know, right?
Yes, ma'am.
See, it looks like this. See, like this. You have like this only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Have you taken? See this one.
Yes, ma'am.
So now
Ma'am,
you make the chalk into powder, fine powder.
ma'am, give me 2 minutes.
Okay. Are you there or mixing?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Did it? Chalk powder, fine chalk powder. Did you mix the flour and the chalk powder?
Ma'am, I do.
Okay, you do. You take the time. Small amount is enough. Like no need to mix a large amount. Just 1 spoon or 2 to 3 tablespoon is enough. Completed?
No, ma'am.
Turn on the video and show me. You can show me, right? Turn on the video and show me. I'll tell you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
मैम कंप्लीट होने वाला है।
What?
मैम कंप्लीट हो गया।
Completed. So now open the video and show me.
यस मैम।
Yes. Did the sieving? You're muted. You're muted.
मैम
Yeah.
बट
Yeah. Did you separate chalk powder and flour?
यस मैम बट थोड़ा सा।
Yes. Did you separate chalk powder and flour?
यस मैम।
You separated both? Chalk powder and flour got separated?
यस मैम।
Really? Show me.
मैम वन I'm just I'm just
Did or not?
no ma'am.
Okay. Okay, see here. Listen here. Unmute. You can continue this. You can continue doing this after this class and tell me the results, okay? In the next class. Whether can you separate chalk powder and flour with the help of sieving method? Did you understand what is sieving?
Yes ma'am.
What is sieving? Can you explain me?
Ma'am, 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 my mother do S.
Okay. Okay. That the process of separating the
Yes,
dust particles from the floor. You can take an example of floor. The
yes,
process of separating dust particles from the
yes,
floor. So here the important point you have to understand is through this activity. That is why I'm telling you to do this activity and see and tell me the results. Did you separate the chalk powder and floor?
okay, ma'am.
Chalk powder you need to make such that the chalk powder is very, very fine. The wheat flour and the chalk powder should be of equal size. There should be no differences. It should be very powdery. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
And I'll ask you the results in the next class. And with the reasons you have to explain me, also you have to do the experiment and send me the photos. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So I think it's already time up, but we will discuss. This is what I said you. Sieving is used when components of a mixture have different sizes. See, the flour can be separated from the dust particles because dust particle size is not same as the flour, right? Flour
Yes, ma'am.
is very, very fine when compared to dust particles. Stones, small things can be separated with the help of sieving because stone particles are different in size. Stones and wheat both are of different sizes, right? So now our activity is to separate the wheat flour from the chalk powder and tell me the reasons in the next class. So this is the key point. Sieving is used when components of a mixture have different sizes. It is not used in all the cases, right? So sedimentation and decantation we will see in the next class because we have sedimentation and decantation and we have some activities based on that, and then
Yes,
we'll have filtration and all other process. So it's like we will see in the next class because you have also joined the class a bit late, some 10-15 minutes late. So tomorrow we will see. Okay.
okay, ma'am.
Do not forget to do this experiment and send the photos.
Okay, ma'am.
And also share me the result in the next class. I'll ask you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And also after this class, go to your NCRT book and read each and every line. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Bye. See you.
Bye, ma'am.